Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Audio Rain Books. I am very happy to share with you. If you like this audiobook, please subscribe and support my channel and leave comments. Let's move on to the book.
29 Chris Sacca quotes to inspire you about money and investment. Chris Sacca is an American venture investor, advisor, and lawyer. He has a venture capital fund in the United States called Lowercase Capital, which invested in many technology companies such as Twitter, Uber, Instagram, Twilio, and Kickstarter. In the early days, Sacca started his company by taking student loans, but the business failed. Later, he invested his remaining funds in the stock market. But the stock market crashed, Sacca lost all his money and went into debt. It took him several months to repay that money. Sacca was appointed as a corporate counsel at Google. Slowly, he started investing in companies. Chris also appeared on ABC's Shark Tank as a guest shark. Sacca regularly gives advice on investing in venture capital and media. Here are some motivational quotes by Chris Sacca that will help you to get motivated in life, entrepreneurship, to become successful. Also read Best Shark Quotes from Shark Tank. Chris Sacca Inspirational Quotes. 1. I don't have a boss or PR person, so I'm accountable to no one. Chris Sacca. 2. Ride-sharing is one of the biggest math problems that's ever been attempted to be solved. Chris Sacca. 3. A deep appreciation for politics comes from empathy for our fellow human beings and their diverse paths through life. Chris Sacca. 4. One of the things that technology has is a direct relationship with its users. We talk about newspapers. But the biggest newspapers in the world right now are Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. Chris Sacca. Chris Sacca quotes about Shark Tank. 5. Shark Tank has been a sincere joy. As our traditional venture-backed companies get bigger, the investing side tends to get more political and complicated. Shark Tank takes me back to my early days working with ambitious founders in their earliest and scrappiest days. The show reminds me of what I deeply love about this business. Chris Sacca. 6. I may be the only shark who hasn't been on QVC, but I have learned a lot from those folks about what it takes to get a product on store shelves. Chris Sacca. 7. I really do see the sharks evolving their perspective. In the early days of the show, if you brought them an app, they would have turned their noses up. But now they know how indispensable those apps are, even to their own traditional businesses. Chris Sacca. 8. I'm good at what I do and still improving as I learn from mentors, founders, partners, friends, family, strangers, my own investors, and the experience itself. Chris Sacca. 9. How can you build something for someone else if you don't have enough familiarity with them to imagine the world through their eyes? Chris Sacca. 10. I had a blast. Shark Tank embodies the American dream. If you watch the show at home, you find yourself constantly hollering at the sharks. Being able to sit next to them and call them out in real time was quite a privilege. Chris Sacca. 11. The sharks step right on each other's questions, and if I ever did that in Silicon Valley, I would be considered a pariah. I literally had to learn how to interrupt. Chris Sacca. 12. When you see a shark fight erupt, we aggressively want to understand what we are committing our money toward. Chris Sacca. 13. One of the things that struck me is how authentic Shark Tank is. I don't know how more real it can be. You have no prior knowledge about the entrepreneurs. Chris Sacca. Life Motivation Quotes by Chris Sacca. "14. Simplicity is hard to build, easy to use, and hard to charge for. Complexity is easy to build, hard to use, and easy to charge for." Chris Sacca. "15. People get out ahead of themselves in debt with spending on all of their desires. But if you learn to live pretty simply and well under your means, you feel incredibly rich, and that frees you up and gives you the option to start something new, to leave the job you're not excited about, where there might be a glass ceiling on you." Chris Sacca. "16. I wasn't put on the earth only to be an investor. That wasn't my only thing in life. The problem is that as you get good at something and you keep getting better at something, more and more people just know you as that, and they have you in that box." Chris Sacca. Chris Sacca quotes for entrepreneurship motivation. 17. Just don't spend your money, and you're well on your way to becoming a millionaire. Chris Sacca. 18. Effective storytelling is the key to getting users to understand and adapt your product, as well as imperative to recruiting team members and future investors. Chris Sacca. 19. Startup investing is one of my things, but it is not my everything. Chris Sacca. 20. The only way I know to be awesome at startups is to be obsessively focused and pegged to the floor of the deep end, gasping for air. Chris Sacca. Chris Sacca quotes on money and investment. 21. When you get into investing, your default stance should be no, because most deals suck. Most deals won't make money. Most companies will fail. Chris Sacca. 22. There simply isn't a way to do the show without investing in a bunch more companies. Chris Sacca. 23. It is very hip to be an angel investor now. There used to be 2 dozen guys at these demo days writing checks. Now there are hundreds. Chris Sacca. 24. A great idea can't succeed without a great operator. But rarely can a great operator squeak by with a bad idea. So, as pithy as it sounds to say it's all about the people, I only invest when I think I have found the right team for the right business. Chris Sacca. 25. I succeeded at venture capital because, for years, I rarely thought about or spent time on anything else. Anything less than that unmitigated full commitment leaves me feeling frustrated and ineffective. Chris Sacca. 26. When you're fundraising for a venture fund, you're supposed to not talk. Chris Sacca. 27. One of my rules for investing is, I don't invest in a deal where I don't think I have an unfair advantage and where I don't think I can personally impact the outcome. Chris Sacca. 28. I find talented, driven, boundlessly ambitious people and help them solve problems that will hopefully improve the lives of millions. Sometimes this means investing in startup founders. Other times, it involves helping organize and fundraise for charity or politics. Chris Sacca. 29. One rule we have at my house is, be proud of what we invest in. Chris Sacca. I hope you liked the above Chris Sacca quotes. Don't forget to mention the best line that you liked most from the above lines in the comment box below.
Thank you for listening this audiobook. I am very happy to share with you. If you like this audiobook, please subscribe and support my channel and leave comments. Have a nice day. Bye bye.